Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are gonna be featuring some battles from a trainer in and around the 2300 ELO range. This is a continuation on my improvement series. This is the second student I'll be taking on. They'll be sending me battles hopefully on a weekly basis after they watch this video and incorporate some of my feedback into their battles. Again, if some this one of these students makes mistakes or doesn't make the optimal play, that's why they're sending me these battles to hope to improve. They're running a team of Azumarill, Trevenant, and Galarian Sunfist in the Open Great League. Look forward to giving them some feedback and looking forward to seeing how they improve throughout the season. But if you are interested in getting some one-on-one coaching, you can find me at metafy.gg slash at king-iv. I'm going to be very busy in November, so most of my availability is going to be on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday when I'm not flying out to tournaments. So if you're looking for some coaching, definitely hit me up there and check out my availability. But let's go ahead and get started with the battles. Before we dive into battles, let's go ahead and check out the team on PvPoke. Again, Azumarill, Trevenant, and Galarian Sunfist with Ice Beam and Play Rough on the Azumarill. You can see here the team has a pretty good score. It's quite a bulky team with Azumarill and Galarian Sunfist having quite a bit of bulk, Trevenant a little bit on the Glacier side. The coverage is not great, and probably the most problematic thing on this team is going to be grass, but just because Azumarill and Galarian Sunfist don't handle that well, and a Trevenant lead would be pretty bad here. If we look at the meta scorecard, they'll struggle against like a Lickitung lead, but still manageable. Walrein is the biggest threat. Furfru, which honestly you probably won't see too often, but if you do, you might as well just leave the matchup. Trevenant lead is going to be tough, though Galarian Sunfist is a very close matchup. Azumarill does have Ice Beam. Diggersby in the back is going to be problematic if you don't line up the Azumarill properly. Lickitung can be challenging, but still playable. So some tough things to deal with, but let's go ahead and jump into the battles and see how this trainer does. Again, I'm going to play at 1x speed. I'm going to pause and run some PvPoke sims depending on the lead and the counter switch here. So you can see here, obviously, very bad lead here. Probably Galarian Stunfisk has a better matchup versus Trevenant, but still would have be a very challenging one. And then obviously Trevenant Mirror would be neutral, but it would be challenging with turn behind. Gonna actually mirror right away, and they're not switching here, which is interesting. And they're both not throwing moves here, which is I'm not sure they're gonna look to Shadow Claw all the way down here, or they're going double Seed Bomb here. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, this is almost certainly a Seed Bomb. I think you throw right away, hope to get the CMP, and hope that you win CMP. Obviously, if you have a rank 1 Trevenant, it doesn't make sense to. Oh, they actually are going to decide to Shadow Claw down, which is interesting. So they're going to give up both shields. And I should be able to get one, maybe two more Shadow Claws off. Yeah. And then you go into Stunfist and then can Mud Shot down. And then we'll see what they have in the back. Oh, okay. That's unfortunate that they got denied there. Really shouldn't happen. They do Shadow Ball. Does quite a bit of damage. And okay, just barely able to Mud Shot down before they make it to another move here. And we see the Metacham coming in. Gonna look to throw the Earthquake and then look to switch out. But obviously not a great situation here. We'll see what they have in the back. Immediately swap. Interesting that they are throwing here. Maybe they have their own Azumarill in the back. Gonna let this Psychic go, which I think is fine. Yeah, they have their own Azumarill in the back. Okay, this is gonna be a long matchup here. They are up a shield and they potentially need to catch here. The Psychic does more than the Play Rough, but there's no guarantee that they have Play Rough. They do have Play Rough. They're gonna have to catch here. There's not really any other option here. because the next play rough would put them quite low here. But even with the catch, this is going to be a very tricky situation here. Okay, they come back into Metacham, and this is absolutely game over here. Really, not too much this opponent that they can do at this point in time. And the Azumarill can just throw a nice beam at this point in time to take out the Azumarill. They perhaps went too early there. Wasn't counting there, but almost certainly they went too early to try to attempt to make the catch. But even after the catch, it would have been really, really tricky there. So in that situation, not really too much they could do. But I probably would recommend going into the Galarian Stunfisk, as opposed to going into your Trevenant, because that was like your only potential answer. And the Galarian Stunfisk Trevenant matchup is not so clear, especially if you shield the Shadow Ball. Okay, so let's take a look at this matchup here, because this is an interesting one here. We're gonna go to Poke here. Let's go into the Matrix. Let's go into here. Actually, let's go into. Oh, okay. I don't know how to do this here. Apparently, should be. I don't know why it's auto selecting the Pokemon for me. A new custom here. Okay, let's go Trevenant, Stunfisk, Azumarill, and then we'll just add Frostlass here, and we'll see how they play out here. You can see here, Azu actually has the worst matchup out of the three, in the one shield. So I'd probably recommend. Oh, you can't see it here. I'd probably recommend switching out here, especially when they're probably going to look to have Trevenant answer or or Steel answer in the back. So you do have to probably switch out here. Let's see what this trainer does here. Let's speed this back down. They actually choose to stay in this matchup. Frostlass Azumarill can survive one pretty easily. This is definitely enough for the Shadow Ball. I don't expect them to bait. They do resist the Powder Snow. Doing one and throwing there, which is the appropriate timing, but they need two to KO here. And they need two Shadow Balls to KO, or two Shadow Balls when you can KO here. They'll get it at 6 here. You really. Was that enough? No, they'll get it after 5 more. So this would be enough for the Shadow Ball. And then gonna look to throw that. Okay, gonna through the player. It doesn't really matter. This Azumarill too low to get to another move anyway. So we'll see if they'll choose to. Nope, they choose a no shield here. And then here comes the Obstagoon. Oh, that's actually really bad here. They really need to switch out there. Again, this is like an example of like where they're going to have a Steel answer. You need to potentially bait it out. You got to no shield this first Night Slash. Hope that they don't get the boost. It'd be very difficult to counter down for them. If they end up shielding the first one, which I don't prefer the shield. Oh, because they end up getting the boost there. And this is absolutely game over here. We're just going to speed through this matchup here. Yeah, now they have to double shield here. And then, I don't know, catch a Night Slash on Gfis after they throw the Seed Bomb here. Okay, they threw one before the CMP tie, so they have the move now. Okay, maybe they're very weak to this in the back. There's really no way they can't even mud shot down before this. Oh, they end up having Scrappy in the back. Yeah, so in that situation, it was going to be very difficult to win in general. Maybe if they came Scrafty into the Trevenant, then you potentially could have won there. But staying in that matchup versus process really made no sense because they're for sure gonna have they're gonna have at least one answer to steal in the back. So you definitely had to play it where you had to switch out. Honestly, I would probably just say switch into Trevenant. Would probably be because here's the thing, if they have Frostlass and lead, unlikely that they have a flyer in the back because then they'll be too weak to Bastodon. And then two dark types that no counter made a lot of sense there. So if they would have switched to Trev there and bubbled down, then the Azu might have been able to put a lot of work there. So an unfortunate situation there. But again, staying in that matchup, even though Azu can win the zero shield, really doesn't make too much sense to stay there. Just because like you're gonna you have some duplicate weaknesses in the back. So obviously very tough lead here. They're gonna go straight into Trev, and we'll see what the opponent's gonna do here. Oh, they try to catch there. Okay, well that's okay. Very nice control there, not throwing the C bomb. Gonna try to make it to this. Okay, gonna throw there. I like that play here. Let's see if the opponent was counting. Okay, they were. Oh, that's very bad here. You gotta wait the clock out, but this is pretty bad here because you really can't bubble down here. They throw the Moonblast. But maybe you attempt a bubble down here. I don't really know if there's another play here. Yeah, you gotta take all these moves here. Maybe you switch to GFIS. Oh, they come back into Trev here. They have enough for the Shadow Ball here. They throw the C Bomb. You do one and throw the Ice Beam. That's the appropriate play there for sure. But now they're one off the Seed Bomb. And they're going to be able to get it off. Oof, okay. Gonna let this go. It is enough to take it out. They are drier, so you shouldn't throw it right away, which they made the appropriate play there. This is a Seed Bomb though, right? Is it not? It's just a Seed Bomb. Yeah, because they were dry there. Okay, could have did one more before throwing. We'll see if they decide to shield this or not. They do not, and we'll see what's in the back. This Altaria is still kicking around and ends up being a Galarian Stunfisk. Oof, really unfortunate situation there. And they decide to savagely no shield there. Not that one key would KO there. So again, I prefer that they go into the Stunfisk in the versus the versus the Trevenant because it's not that bad of a matchup. It is losing matchup, but if you shield the Shadow Ball or they bait, you can make it a pretty close matchup. Okay, they go Azu into Skarmory. This is where you want to see it. Okay, all right. Switch into. Oh, interesting. They're double weak to. Maybe they have double Dark Poison here. They're double weak to GFIS. Okay. Threw in the CMP tie there. Not the most optimal situation there. They must have an answer to GFIS though. Let's see if they don't decide to shield. And oh, they have Lantern here. Well, this is a good situation here. Not able to get the Rock Slide off, but that doesn't really matter here. This should be okay. But obviously laying the Rock Slide there would allow the Seed Bomb plus Shadow Claws to KO here. Obviously has to be careful of the catch here. And again, this is a pretty close matchup between these two, but as you should be relatively fine here. This is definitely just a Sky Attack. I probably wouldn't shield the first one here. Though, like again, like you don't want to shield here because this Lantern, I get one. It's not a Sky Attack. It's not a Brave Bird. Brave Bird wouldn't KO either. And if you save the shields for, I guess you don't really need the shields for Trev, but honestly, Trev took quite a bit of damage already, so they might try to catch here. They do not. Gonna throw the Ice Beam. Well, curious if they shield this or not. You don't shield your Azu regardless, though. You don't shield this. And then you just look to Shadow Claw this down. Shield this here. The Lantern doesn't have enough energy to but again, throwing the Rock Slide there would have been really nice. I understand they want to fake the potential EQ, but the Rock Slide would have secured the matchup there without any particular worry. So still nice play. But again, a little bit more efficient play there than they would have won that matchup a little bit cleaner. As well, not throwing on the CMP versus they're also like triple weak to GFIS, though like Water Gun Lantern handles GFIS pretty okay with shields up. All right, we have Azumarill into Swampert. Obviously, you have to stay here because this is a very bad matchup for GFIS. Okay, they throw right away. As soon as they get to the EQ or Sludge Wave, they actually have Sludge Wave here. Gonna throw the Ice Beam. Neither move KOs, and now they're at 2. You do 3 more than throw. Okay, you're just gonna throw beforehand, and then I think you let this go now. Yeah, you let this go. You just let them Sludge Wave. They do Sludge Wave, doesn't KO. And they should throw the... Oh, they catch on Drapion, which is totally fine here. The problem here is that they likely have Skarmory. So you definitely need to come out of this matchup with energy. Kind of a tricky situation here. They do have Crunch. You Rock Slide. Okay, gonna throw the EQ. Swampert's going to be able to make it to a move. Maybe you can take it out with a Rock Slide, though. Let's see here. Okay. You got to shield this. Oh, going to no-shield this. But they have a Skarmory in the back. But maybe this is okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see if this is okay here. We'll see if this is okay. Trevenant up a shield. You have to Shadow Claw down, too. Okay. Okay. Able to catch the move there. But does that actually help here? Because... well, maybe you throw the Seed Bomb here. Okay, gonna throw the Shadow Ball. Okay, well, I don't know about this play here because I actually think they lose the game now. Because I don't think they'll survive the Mud Shots here. Oh, okay, well, they had a move here, so it made sense for them to catch. Can they get there? Oh, they cannot. Okay. How low is the Skarmory? So the Skarmory was at... Okay, here, the Skarmory was at like 5%, right? So if we go, again, this is something where we want to continuously learn here. If we go into PV Pokegear and we search Trevenant into Skarmory, we'll see the C-Bomb does 11%. It definitely would have KO'd, and they definitely would have been able to make it to the move. The opponent actually made a mistake there, throwing the move there. So throwing the Hydro Cannon, especially with the shield up. So unfortunate situation there. And as well, they should have, here in the GFIS matchup, they should have just Rock Slided. Because they can easily tank another... If we go here, the Drapion is at like about 55% health or something like that, right? So if we go back into this matchup here, Stunfisk into Drapion, like first off, you know that they have they're gonna have a Skarmory in the back for sure. So the Rock Slide does 31%. Each Mud Shot does 2.6%. So it would have been a difficult situation there, but you had to at least come out with a little bit of energy. Take the the thing is, like, the Hydro Cannon's gonna KO anyways, so at least farm to 100. Force a little bit, and then figure out a way to play it out from there. So some slight misplays there that would have resulted in a nice win there. So all right. Obviously, very bad lead here. Okay, they go straight into G-Fisted, which is their hard answer. They really should go Trev here, because if we lose this, oh my goodness, that is very bad here. Well, this is absolutely a terrible team. You have to double shield here. Okay, not going to shield the first one. That's fine. Should be able to land the next Rock Slide and get a shield here, but you really need to keep this GFIS alive, because your only answer to... No, maybe not your only answer. This whole team's weak to Shift Tree. Maybe catch this is really rough here. Catch a Seed Bomb onto... Oh, okay. This is this is so bad here. Well, you got to go to Azu here, right? I don't... There's no way to win here. This is there's no way. You gotta go Azu, bubble down. Yeah, bubble it all the way down. Maybe switch here and get some few Shadow Claws in. Man, that did so much damage there. You gotta switch here, right? Gonna throw the player off, but this matchup's over. The Shadow Ball does really not too much damage to Toxapex. Okay, they're just getting farmed down here. I don't know, maybe they're trying to catch a Brine here, but this matchup's game over here. You're not even gonna be able to see the third Pokemon here, and they actually have Gunk Shot. Wow, okay, I actually missed that animation there. Okay, they actually had Gunk Shot there. That's crazy. Um, they actually had Gunk Shot. That's actually does not KO the Trev there, and gonna easily get Shadow Claw down. Honestly, it would have been a pretty tough matchup regardless there. So, all right, let's go to this next game here. Again, we're trying to help this trainer learn and to improve, and we'll see how we're gonna go here. So they've dropped a little bit here in these battles here. Okay, so let's take a look at this matchup um, before we move on. So we're gonna go to a bunch of different variations on the Jellicent. We're gonna go Hex, Bubble Beam, Hex with Bubble, and then Ice Beam, and then we're gonna go into Bubble and Ice Beam. Again, we'll see what movesets. So Trev wins all movesets, right? Um, if it's Bubble, then Azu wins here. Bubble's less likely here, and if it's not Bubble, then you have Glaring Sunfist. But honestly, you do have to switch here because Scrafty is such a common third Pokemon in the back, so you have to kind of bait it out. But they also have a Azumarill, Nidoqueen in the back often too. So it is Hex. I don't love staying here, but this is a Bubble Beam though. Oh, this is Shadow. Did they lag there? Oh no, did they lag there at the beginning? What did they get beat to the move? What did they? Oh, they lagged at the beginning. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. They end up shielding the play rough. They must have Scrafty in the back, right? You let this go here. They bubble beam bait. That's totally fine here. You at this point in time, you just look to sack the zoo, which I don't agree staying here. They're gonna Shadow Ball here for sure. You go to Trev. You could one shield farm down or throw the Seed Bomb. Okay. You didn't have enough for the Shadow Ball. Oh, they come into Nidoqueen here. Okay. They have Scrafty in the back, almost for sure, right? Gonna let this go. Okay, gonna have to farm up a decent amount here. Okay, they throw the Poison Fang. I like not throwing there, which is good. This is just a Poison Fang. Oh, no. Oh, I thought, oh, well, here comes the Scrafty to clean up. Oh, they come in Jelly here. Okay, you definitely can throw the Rock Slide to take out this Jellicent. That Earthquake is definitely unnecessary here. Okay, this is very strange here. The Rock Slide definitely would have KO'd there, so they Bubble Beam here. Oh, they have Ninetales here. Oh, that's so bad here. Okay. Actually, this is playable here. You Shadow Ball it, right? Or do you Seed Bomb it? Okay. You Seed Bomb it again here. Oh, they were able to win this game here, but maybe in not the way that they probably should have played it out here. So, a few things there. One, I don't think you stay in the lead there, but that's fine. The second thing here is this was for sure a Poison Fang. There's absolutely no way this is Earth Power. So maybe unless I'm counting wrong here, let's see. Okay, one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, maybe I missed one there. There are 8, right? And then this is just 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they definitely should have no shielded here. Is the first thing here, and then as well the which was really unfortunate there, but that's okay. This was definitely in rock slide range. Let's just go to PV poke here and show that it is in rock slide range. So the rock slide does 25%. So as soon as you see red there, they're definitely in rock slide range. So that was they were still able to win the game there, but it would have been a little bit unfortunate situation there. So okay. All right. Let's go a zoom roll into Walrein. Let's just check this matchup here. This team is weak to Walrein. We already know that. So let's go ahead and replace this with Walrein. But Azu does okay. Gfist does okay. These are all like bait dependent versus the Trevenant. The Trevenant one, you do win the 2 shield, but it's oh, can't see right here. So let's see how they want. I think staying the lead is okay here. Okay. They do go up to, they go straight for the EQ. Yeah, and then you do one and throw here. Oh, they're baiting here. Okay, there's no way they shield, right? Oh, okay. I honestly that bait makes no sense there. Obviously the Wolverine's not going to shield now. That is really bad there. They do throw the EQ, which doesn't KO. They should be able to outpace here. So maybe it's not the worst play here. But not the best play by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, gotta let this go down. Okay, they have quite a bit of energy, like 7. Okay, let this go here. Even if they sludge wave, I think you're okay. They do sludge wave. Okay, they actually would do a lot of damage, so it's gonna get a good shield here. And they have Noctowl here. This is like an okay situation here. Obviously, winning the switch here is really nice, but Noctowl can win this down a shield, so gonna have to land some rock slides here. You need 3 rock slides to KO the Noctowl because the mudshots don't do any damage, and Noctowl is very tanky here. But honestly, the Noctowl is going to be pretty low after these 2 rock slides. It would be definitely be in seed bomb range, so they do end up shielding. You definitely shouldn't shield this, even though you kind of need to too, right? So gonna shield. Does have to be careful of the catch here. Okay, all right. Have to be really careful, and obviously they're cognizant of the potential catch here. Okay, able to catch the Hydro Cannon, which is really nice. But you need to be low here. You need to be low. Honestly, I probably wouldn't fully charge this because this Noctowl is going to go for the full farm down now. And this Gfist is probably in... yeah, okay. Is probably in Shadow Ball range now. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. Maybe not. Maybe not. And is there? Oh, okay. Okay, so a couple things there. Very complex endgame. It's good that they didn't throw there. The shield is fine there. Here, when they threw the seed bomb, honestly, all they had to do there was to make sure the Swampert could have been mudshot down. So they honestly, at this health range, if we go to PV poke here, this is a very complex endgame. Like honestly, not very many people would win this game, so it's an understandable situation here. At this health range, sorry, not Shadow Trevenant, that'd be crazy there. The seed bomb does 114%. If you do no bubbles, then it'll only do 25% of that, which is about 30 and like 27% or something like that, whatever the number works out to, 28%. And the Swampert was about 28%. Yeah, it was about 28%. And then all you have to do is put it low enough that you can mud shot it down, and then you secure the win. Throwing here, there was no win con. There was no win con because they were just going to farm down unless the opponent made a mistake there. So um, a little bit of unfortunate misplay there, but obviously very complex end game. And then throwing the play rough, throwing the ice beam bait into the wall rain was not advised there. Um, Ended up costing them the game there. So uh, very complex end game there. But this trainer certainly has a lot of inherent skills that I think they can use to get better. But there's some potential leads that they should switch out of, reconsider, some end game gameplay that they need to consider, and I think they'll be all right. I think this trainer definitely has a lot of potential there. Hopefully, in the next video series, I'll see some of those improvements there, and then we'll see them continue to climb in the elo range and reach these higher ranks. So, anyone's gonna leave it there. If you like, so don't like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.